There's no good way. Like, no matter what you do, it's gonna be bad. Like, we're talking about Teen Titans Go is like just bad. Nothing good comes from talking about Teen Titans Go. This show has ruined friendships. I guarantee it. So what we're doing today is we're going to be jumping down this horrible rabbit hole of Teen Titans Go reviews on IMDB. Because that's what we do now, apparently. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Like, really bad. Let's just jump into it. Alright. So anyone who doesn't know, I am a huge Teen Titans fan. Have been since I was a kid. I've also got Brandon over here for extra commentary. He's oftentimes on my friend Jordan's channel, The Ghost Among Us. Or did he change it again? Did he change the channel name again?
It's Youngster's Advent now.
You know what? I'll just show you the channel because I'm lazy, and and because I kind of feel like I owe him. I kind of pissed him off a little while ago. So if you're watching this, which he's probably not, but hey Jordan, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry at all. But I do apologize sincerely. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this is his channel. Check it out or don't. It's up to you. You know, okay.
Well, that's the bonus on there.
It's not like I'm being paid to advertise him. I just felt obligated.
No, but he ain't even being paid.
I just feel obligated because I kind of stole you from him a little bit, so here we go. Alright, we're gonna just jump right into this clusterfuck. Alright. Man, this is gonna suck. Alright, let's just, total votes. Is this just sort of from like high? Okay, no it doesn't. Okay. Alright. So this one just starts out by saying "wow" a bunch of times. This show is shocking. The jokes were so bad, it was painfully unfunny. The artwork was so poor and far from the first show. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here and just go on a whim and say that it's not meant to. It's meant to be stupid. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here. You know, credits due where credits due, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Unfortunately.
I don't know what the budget was, though. I can't help but wonder how much they actually paid for that stuff.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Alright, so the show is shocking. The jokes were so... Okay, we read that. Also, they managed to screw the characters so much that Raven is completely different from the original Goth Queen that we knew her as to a closeted brony. This is true. Yeah, I still can't believe I let you force me to watch those snippets on YouTube. You can pretty much...
We were watching some cursed commercials, and I thought, hey, let's watch some cursed Teen Titans.
Yeah, no, it's truly cursed. Like, from what I saw, there was like, out of how long were we watching these snippets for? Like an hour or two. Out of all that,
it's probably like 2 hours.
I can count all the like legitimately good jokes on one hand. That's how bad it is. So keep that in mind. It's bad.
I can count all the good jokes on one finger.
No, there's a couple. I won't lie.
Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna lie. But we also cherry picked the parts that we're seeing, so it's not like, oh, we're watching this straight through. No, nobody's paying anyone to watch this. I'm not paying anyone to be able to watch this.
3 straight seasons of Teen Titans Go. I don't know how I did. I didn't.
You know, so, I don't understand. I get there's nothing to watch, but I don't understand how you can even hold out hope and like maybe they even ruined the movie that had the original Teen Titans come back.
I never even saw it. That was honestly the first time I saw it.
They had.
And when
Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't even read reviews of it or anything. I just kind of forgot about it. And then after like a few years, I just remember, wait a minute, didn't I have like a crossover episode?
Yeah, so then I looked it up on Amazon and I paid the $4.25, I think it was, to rent it for like 2 days. Worst $4 I spent in my life. I fully regret it. Like I thought, you know, I knew it was gonna be bad. I really did. And this video is already turning into a review.
Rant. It's a rant.
Yeah, this is a
Not
tangent.
even a
Anyway,
review. You couldn't even handle like 2 episodes.
Yeah, we'll just go into it. All right, so worst $4 I ever spent, and you know, I thought, okay, I knew it was going to be bad going in. I knew that, but I thought it would be like, you know, fun to laugh at the very best, or at the very worst, or like, you know, at least fun to laugh at. It was none of those things. It was 100% horrible the whole time. The whole time.
Everybody was dumb. It had bronies and pie.
Now that's
all I can say.
I will give credit where credit is due. There were 4 good jokes in the entire thing. Was not a fan of the. I was not a fan of the way that they dumbed down even the original characters. Like, I get it's a crossover from Teen Titans Go. I'm sorry. It was a crossover from Teen Titans to Teen Titans Go. It wasn't Teen Titans Go crossover to Teen Titans. So I get that they're not gonna be like, you know, all there, but they just made, oh my God, they made Starfire dumb in every way. Like, I get that her Teen Titans Go character is kind of dumb. Let's just call it how it is. She's dumb in the new one.
Well, yeah.
Like,
not even as dumb. I would say like unaware. She like has no clue what's going on. I mean, Robin and her were not even a thing at home in the show. Like, Robin tried. He failed every single time in the worst way possible, and half of the time it wasn't even funny.
And they even try to joke about, like, oh, like in multiple episodes, oh, did you finally seal the deal with Starfire, Robin? Yeah, no, it was bad.
Nope, said Aqualad steals your girl.
Yeah, no, honestly, and then making Raven a closeted brony. Like, oh my God, that's so stupid. Okay, we got to get on with this review here.
Yeah, this is just a rant.
We'll make a different video commenting on how bad the movie was. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I saw that piece of shit. Okay, we're gonna continue on now. Let's see, where was I? I was at come on. Okay, stick with the character you had for the old time fans at least. I get that it's a new show and, you know, they had no intention from the beginning to make it anything like the original, but we'll get into that later. There's another column I'm going to show later that it's pretty bad. And it'll prove a point. Alright, the problem with the world today is that producers want to cram as much pop culture references into whatever they can because they think it'll sell. This is true. They're completely missing the point of what makes a show charming. Don't blame the animators or the studios. Blame the producers as they force what you see on the screen to be made. You know, I agree with that, actually, to a degree. The studios still have to sign off on it.
Yeah, somebody just thought of.
So there is a little bit of blame to be placed on the studios for allowing this, I feel.
Yeah. Did they ever do a Teen Titans Go Fortnite dance?
I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I'd be genuinely
I gotta see it. This is that first I have to see. Dude, it's all of the Cartoon Network characters doing Fortnite dance. This is for real. This is on Cartoon Network's own channel.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ, this is bad. Okay. Yeah, it was just bad. It was just bad in every sense of the word. Oh, that was cancer. Okay. I think I'm giving myself brain cancer at this point. I might give myself a brain aneurysm from the stress this is giving me.
I didn't know it would be this bad. Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it is a common problem that the producers want to do all this crap, and you know, nobody else really has to say. A little bit of blame does fall on the studios for approving it, but at the end of the day, they're trusting the producers to come out with this content. So they're like, yeah, if you say it'll sell, whatever, right? That's really what it comes down to. Also, I miss the old Teen Titans. This is nothing but mind-numbingly stupid. I'm sorry. Let me try to correct this bad grammar. This is nothing but mind-numbing gags that will be forgotten 10 seconds after they're watched. Plus, Beast Boy is supposed to be a vegetarian, but yet can eat bacon, which the last time I checked was meat, and yes, sir, it is.
And he turns into a pig often. I can confirm this. He does appear quite a few
does.
times.
Does he? Oh, I haven't seen it that much.
He does.
Okay, that's just sad. And that's really
Yeah.
the reason why he's a vegetarian, too. Is because he's like, his comment was literally, I turn into most of these animals. I don't want to be eaten. Lead by example, man. Lead by example.
Yeah.
Except for in this case where it's, do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, such a letdown, and I don't think that it's worth getting anything. What? I don't think that it's worth anything. Okay, I don't think it's worth getting. Okay, that's the proper way to say that statement. This person clearly has poor grammar, but I get what they're trying to say. We'll move on.
You just said programmer?
Poor grammar.
I heard pro, dude.
Well, okay, for those of you at home, I said poor grammar. If you think I said anything else, you're wrong. YouTube Brandon, you're wrong.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Let's see. Well, how long is this one? Okay, I'm not reading all that. That's too much. That's too much.
Sorry. Oh, wait.
Okay, I can read this one.
Okay, this one.
This one's not too bad. Okay. Some enthusiasts, in quotations, well, real subtle there, buddy. Not much room for gray area, is there? Of the earlier show, missed the point entirely. Let's get one thing straight from the beginning. Teen Titans Go is not a reboot of the older and more mature TV show of the early 2000s. Instead, Teen Titans Go, or TTG, is a very entertaining mixture of usual superhero romp with gracious violence. I don't think violence is ever gracious, but we'll go with it.
No,
We'll just roll with that. I mean, I'm one to talk, right?
Yeah.
And self-deprecating humor, which is always funny if it's done right, which it's not.
No, it's just poop jokes. It's all poop jokes.
With characters that represent several human foibles, especially when it comes to how Robin is portrayed as the power-mad leader of the Titans, who is capricious, eccentric, jealous, paranoid, and spoiled rotten. You know, but that's kind of the point, though. He's not. For those of you at home who don't know the whole timeline, it's just jumping to this video. The Robin in Teen Titans Go is the first Robin that Batman ever trained, which is Richard, or Dick, Grayson. He was a former acrobat. His parents were killed. Bruce Wayne saw it, so he took him in under his wing. Anyway, long story short. So eventually he saw himself becoming more and more like the Batman and Bruce Wayne. He didn't want that, so he kind of wanted to put a lot of distance between him and Bruce Wayne. And so eventually, one thing led to another, and he eventually founded the Teen Titans.
Can we even talk about how bad Batman is in Teen Titans Go?
We're not even going to touch upon that in this we're already at 11 minutes, dude. This is going to be a long episode.
And Gordon were awful.
This is going to be a long thing. That's the point. Grayson is not a selfish person. He just wants to not be, dark and sadistic like Batman.
Yet he hangs out with Raven.
We'll get to that. One day we'll touch upon that. Anyway, so he's not really a selfish person, and that's the whole point. He's kind of an incorruptible character to a degree. I mean, in some versions, he's a little more corruptible, but generally speaking, Grayson has always been a very gracious superhero in the respect that he's just he's doing his own thing in his own way, and it's respectable, and that's really the point. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I mean, I watched the original Batman, so I kind of went to it. As far as seeing Robin, dude, it's too true.
Anyway, I mean, he does kind of have a bit of an attitude problem in some versions, but it varies. And generally speaking, he's a fairly good person. He just doesn't want to become Batman.
His ego, the size of the sun, man.
Anyway, I mean, he is a smartass though. When he gets older, and I like that. That's fun. That's fun to watch when he gets older. Anyway, we're going to get back on topic here for the 30th time. Having to get back on topic. Okay. Most of the humor is the type of pie in the face you find in cartoons like SpongeBob. Except for SpongeBob's bad, but it's so bad it's good. SpongeBob is so bad it's good, right? It's like it's fun to laugh at because you saw that coming and it was stupid. Yeah, this is just like I saw that coming and this is not fun. But there are also plenty of jokes for us adults. Not really. Especially for those of us who grew up in the 80s. Okay, maybe. I don't see it. But I didn't grow up in the 80s, right? Maybe. We'll find. I also perceive a libertarian streak in some of the writing. For instance, the episode's Nose Mouth clearly shows the dangers of abusing a great power, Raven's black magic, to fix apparent minor personality flaws in some of the team members with things getting out of hand. The moment Raven started to see the problems to fix around her, which turns her into an evil entity quite rapidly. That has to be one of the best analogies about government abuse of power I have seen on a TV show. You know, not everything has to be political. Let's just call it how we see them. Not everything's a fucking political thing. It doesn't need to be.
This kind of person that watches the TV show, they're like, "Hey, the sky's blue." You know what that means?
You know,
like the people that say like, "Oh, you know what the phrase position is for planes? It's so it kills you, so you don't gotta pay for the insurance."
Anyway, yeah, not everything has to be a political message. I mean, it's just it. You know, I will give it this. It is just trying to have fun, even though it does it poorly. Well, poorly doesn't really accurately describe it very well, but it tries. It tries so hard. It fails, but at least it's trying. It's not trying to convey a political message or anything. That's not what the show's about. That's not what either of the shows are supposed to be about. It's just if you want to watch a TV show that has modern geopolitical dialogue embedded into it, watch the reimagined series of Battlestar Galactica. Very good series. Recommend it heavily. But that's what you watch when you want to watch political theater. This is not where you go. Anyway, now that that's been said. Now, I haven't seen the original show except in passing, so you don't have a valid opinion on it. Alright. I did read some of the comments from what I gather are very serious fans of the original talking trash about Teen Titans Go. Yeah, we do that. We do that. These fans are taking things a little too seriously. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Who are you to judge? How annoyed we are that, you know, we got canceled after, what was it? We got 5 seasons. Maybe the first episode of season 6 and they never even released the episode. I mean,
it ended on a painful cliffhanger.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a cliffhanger.
It's painful still.
But yeah, they leave a couple loose ends open. I think they were, like, in my belief, I would love to hear from the writers of the original Teen Titans to hear what they're actually, the direction they're planning to go in. But if I had to venture a guess, my guess would be that the Justice League was probably going to come in at some point, and they're going to explain why Tara doesn't remember, or maybe they're going to leave her alone. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, they didn't really have to touch upon that. That was still tied up pretty nicely. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind if they just didn't touch that again.
You know one thing that kind of gives me hope, though?
What?
You know how Clone High is getting a revival, right? And that came out in, like, early 2000s.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's really good. You need to watch that.
You said Clone High?
Yeah, you need to watch that. That is a need to watch show.
Okay.
It is so good. Literally 91% people like this now. Let's see IMDB ratings, actually. I'm curious now.
8.1.
Jeez, that's high. Okay. It's got some really good actors in it, dude.
Like, is this like one of those like Invader Zim type things where it's just like, you know, kind of good for some reason, but no,
it's really, really good. Like seriously, it's like watching a funny compilation on YouTube.
So it's like it's supposed to be like dumb, but it just somehow it's so good.
Yeah, it's like dumb, but the jokes are really well written, and there's so many of them. Yeah, I'm hoping something like that happens to the Titans. I don't know if it will. I can hope all I want, but.
Yeah. Anyway,
maybe.
Let's get back to this review because, you know, 50th sidetrack, Jesus Christ. Teen Titans Go is obviously a comedy show which lampoons the original Teen Titans, or TT, in particular, and superheroes in general. In my view, if there was a bunch of superheroes that screamed for lampooning, it was the Teen Titans. The original characters themselves are quite ridiculous, especially the non-human Starfire and Raven, which were invented back in the 80s as sensual Uberfrauen.
What? Wait, what is... Wait.
Wrong button. Google Translate, there it is. Overwoman. That's what that means. Okay. So,
what's that
big German word.
Yeah.
So sensual, basically we're going to dumb this down to what they're trying to say, and meaning like a weaker character, right? We'll leave it there. Weaker character. I'm not gonna bleep this out. It's gonna be too much of a nightmare.
Yeah.
This is just not gonna be made for kids. Let's just leave it there.
No, it's not for
They'll
kids.
probably make the algorithm better. Anyway, moving on. In fact, I think the new characters are much more attractive. Okay, you're weird and endearing than endearing than the original character. Bad grammar. That's it's supposed to be then, not that. Jesus Christ, people don't know how to type. The original characters precisely because of how each Lapoon's the older and ostensibly more serious characters. There is an obvious sexual innuendo in the way the original characters in Teen Titans were drawn and portrayed, and in Teen Titans Go, they simply make it obvious in order to make fun of the sensuality. For instance, watch episode Legs and Mr. Butt. Okay. Don't do that. I really advise not to.
Those episodes were terrible. I don't care.
I highly would advise against that. You're going to hate you're going to hate yourself for wasting the 20 minutes it takes to watch that entire sequence as much as you need.
And that whole episode will feel wrong.
Yeah, it'll feel wrong. It's just don't do it. Do yourself a favor. That'll be like 20 minutes you don't get back. Yeah, it's gonna be wasted 20 minutes.
A bunch of people just watch it.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna hate yourself with a passion if you do that. I do recommend the show and recommend you buy the DVD. No, don't do that.
No!
I do not. I won't even say that. I won't even finish that statement. Don't buy the DVDs. Nobody buys DVDs anymore. Just go on Amazon and buy it if you're gonna buy it. But I wouldn't even recommend that. It's bad. It's that bad. The comedy is very entertaining and funny. Said no one ever. Not always, but most of the time. You know, I get that this is an opinion piece. I get it. But when this came out in 2013, you know, I'll say that one. The inside jokes are hilarious. The writers have much more creative freedom, thus the jokes and situations tend to push the envelope at many times. No, they don't. They really don't push the envelope at all. I mean, the only instance of where they might is with like Legs, where it's kind of, and when they make all the butt jokes. But that's pretty much the farthest they push it. To say that the jokes are hilarious, I get that everyone has a different idea of what's funny. I get that. I really do. But
set your bar higher.
Yeah, just
please, just do it for yourself.
Please. Not for me. Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Just move that bar a little bit higher, please. I will
if you're stuck watching Teen Titans, just pull up YouTube, watch some Danny DeVito. It's a million times better. That's all you need.
Exactly. Honestly, if there's a takeaway from this episode of what we're doing here, just do that. Please. Just do yourself a favor. You'll like yourself more after that. You'll probably like yourself more after watching the entire series of SpongeBob straight through, just straight binge watching, and you'll still probably like yourself more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Than binge watching all 7 years of this bullshit and the movies. They made movies with this. I can't believe. Anyone.
Cheap cash in on an already popular show.
How long is it? I'm not reading all that.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that seems like a good review, but I don't feel like reading it. I'm already kind of getting tongue-tied just reading the shorter ones. I'm not going to do that to myself. I like myself just a little bit more than that.
Deplorable. Wow.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
10 out of 10.
You see what I do for you guys? I read horrible reviews of people who think this show is actually good.
It's a 10 out of 10.
If a child did not write these, I'm sorely disappointed in the human race. Most of the negative reviews of this are complaining how it's horrible and the original Teen Titans is better. Because it is. Objectively, it is. The thing is, the only things the two shows have in common are the characters that are in it. This show is not trying to pick up where the original Teen Titans left off. It better not be, because it really didn't do a good job if it did. Teen Titans Go is a parody of the original show, like a Robot Chicken short. It's a show that is just fun. But it's not. It's not fun. 13-year-old me didn't think it was fun. 13-year-old me and his friends didn't think it was fun. Me in school, in being 13, didn't think it was fun. We all thought it was stupid, and that the writers need to go figure out their life. No super major story arcs, just fun. How many times is I going to say the word fun? Because it's not. Just reading this review is not fun.
It's fun.
Fanboys and fangirls, they put "and" twice there, Jesus Christ, need to get over themselves. But we're not. So fuck off. The animation style is completely different. Yep, it is. I never expected the show to be a continuation. I love the Raven episode.
Why?
You want to try reading that?
You love the Raven episode? I can't read it.
IMHO Starleafy.
IMHO Starlify?
Maybe. The terrible Legs, Shades of Raven, Caged Tiger, Meatball Party, and Girls Night Out are hilarious. Again, said no one ever. Sit back and don't take yourself seriously. Sit back and don't take yourself seriously and enjoy. You will not, unless you like dumb things, which then you might like this. But this is really bad and dumb. Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb and just glancing at the. Probably not. Probably not. Just say. I'm probably and arguably one of the biggest fans of Teen Titans. As I said, probably not. I enjoyed Young Justice very much, probably because it brought back quite a few of the historical Titans members when Titans Go was announced and the previews came flooding in. I was disgusted. I didn't want this. I wanted my old Teen Titans back. We all did. And I wanted them to continue on from Season 6 or start over with a new, even better incarceration of the original animated series. For those of you wondering, they did technically do that to a degree in the animated DCU movies. They did make 2 movies that kind of summarize the 2 biggest plot arcs. I'm not going to say the 2 big... 2 of the 3 biggest plot arcs of the original Teen Titans. They did do that. They have the one with Brother Blood and the Hive. And they also did one with Trigon. They're pretty good. I recommend them. We'll do reviews on these movies eventually. One day. Alright, needless to say, like everyone else, I didn't give the show a snowball's chance in hell and flipped the channel whenever it started. As did we all, who self-respect in any degree, Brandon. I can't believe you even gave it a chance.
Okay. It's not even gonna give it a chance, I'm just bored. Maybe I didn't give it too much of a chance, that's true.
You tried to give it a chance, dude, and that's the worst part. You knew it was going to be bad. You even told me that. You're like,
I knew it. I knew it.
You're going to regret it, but you were like, I have to do it.
I mean, the first thing I saw when they opened up Story of the Tower was just a rock with a bird peeping on it. Just,
yeah, at that moment, at that very moment, you knew it was going to be bad, and there's no redeeming yourself.
Yep. But I can say I watched it now. I'm officially an expert. And as an expert, I can say, no good.
Thank you. As an expert. But then, it's like, this already sounds like a really bad infomercial, where the guy's just like, but wait, there's more. It's like, there's no way, there's possibly more. You've been rambling on for 5 fucking minutes. But here we are. He's still spewing out more bullshit for another 5 fucking minutes, for the entire 10-minute commercial break. And they're playing that back to back. Yeah. That's what it kind of feels like at this point, reading some of these reviews.
They still talk about the veggies, still talk about how those vacuums can cut up your veggies too. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, just vacuum the washing machine. Hang on. Oh, dude. That'd be hilarious.
Trying to justify it to himself, too. You'll see. One morning I was sitting down sewing, nothing to watch on TV, so I flipped it to Cartoon Network. Eventually Titans Go came on, and I was too lazy to switch the channel. I wasn't watching it anyway. You see, if you looked at it the first part, I'd be like, okay, I can see that. Because I'm that lazy, I can respect that. But then you had to try to, like, add the extra excuse of, like, I wasn't watching it anyway. Like, you're try harder, okay? Try harder, that's all I can say. You're trying too hard.
Yeah.
To justify, like, hey, I didn't do it on purpose. Just own that. Either own that shit, or be embarrassed for yourself. Either one. I don't care. Just pick a lane, please. Anyway, I could hear the show in the background. I began looking up every now and then because the voices of the Titans rockstar voice acting team made me feel so nostalgic about the original series. Eventually, I began to actively listen to the television. Why would you ever do that when you're watching this? No. Catching very interesting dialogues and jokes every now and then. Brandon, can you jump in here? How often is it interesting? Roughly on average. When do you get a good dialogue? Like, what, once every...
Once every, like, 4 episodes, maybe?
Thank you.
Yeah, just about. I mean, honestly, there's so much filler in that show. They had a whole episode where they had, like, a game of Mario in the toilet. Literally.
Anyway. That day, they ran 4 episodes in a row. They really hate you, dude. They really must have... They knew this guy... Whoever this guy's name is. Christine Lyons? Christine Lyons, I guess? I don't know. They're like, this person is watching. We must make them suffer.
I don't know, Cartoon Network just saw kids in their area watching it. They said, you know what? Let's give you this guy.
By the end of the second episode, oh man, you didn't hold out long at all, did you? Didn't even try. The TV had my undivided attention. I think he's still in denial because of his next statement. I hadn't accepted it yet, but it was the first time I actually looked at the show with an open mind. Please tell me this person was drunk.
No, they had to be on half a bottle of vodka at least.
At least, please. God, for the love of the gods, please. Tell me this person was drunk when they were watching this and when they were writing this review. Oh, or at least when they were watching it, because at least it could be like a drunk blur. And you're like, oh yeah, I thought it was pretty good, but you don't really remember it. You know what I mean? Because you're too hungover to remember it properly. So yeah, I hope that's what this is. Please. I do agree that the voice acting in both is pretty good. The voice actors are very talented. I will give them that. It's the same for those of you who don't know. The voice actors are the same for both series. Deciding not to expect it to be a continuation of the original, which nobody thought it was going to be. If you thought it was going to be a continuation, you're just reading the announcement, hey, we're coming up with Teen Titans Go, you would know that this is not what they're going for. By the third episode, I was rolling and laughing until tears started to come out, and when it was all over, I was hungry for more episodes. Yeah, I'm progressively getting more disappointed in my decision to do this video. As we go, I am finding the degeneracy.
Hungry for more episodes.
It only took 2 to break this person.
Yeah, officially
hooked. This is bad.
They're officially hooked, man.
Yeah, what is the random lack of capitalization? Like, sometimes they do it, right? Like, here they did it. Here they did it. Here they did it. But here they didn't. Here they didn't. Here they didn't. Here they didn't. But here they did.
What did they forget there?
Please tell me they're drunk when they're writing this.
Whoa, did they forget a period?
Several times.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Let's just finish this review so we can get on to one of the worst shows on television and make myself feel a little bit better about myself. Needless to say, I am a fan, and initially all of my friends branded me a traitor for coming to enjoy the show. Rightfully so. But after reenacting some of the most iconic moments of Teen Titans Go while I'm talking about it to them, those people are traitors too just for listening to you. They all slowly warmed up and eventually watched it for themselves. Now they all love it. At least I hope that they don't. You know, I feel like if we get this canceled, they might bring back like a new adaptation, but they're not going to have it on at the same time. There's just no way. If you can tell, I'm very closed-minded about this. Very closed. I own that.
Yeah.
I own the shit out of it.
You shut the door on this show a long time ago.
I shut the door on this show when I was 13. Because I saw the entire 4th season when I was 12.
Well, you were doing that. I was peeking through the door, man. I was hoping.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed
He's talking good.
You know, Brandon, I'm not even angry at you. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, man.
Just disappointed. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair.
Jesus Christ, you have no self-respect at this point because of this.
Yeah.
I regret to inform you, your self-respect has gone out the window the first time you watched.
That show is bad. I
watched this.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. All joking aside, and the inside jokes and comic book references are just too epic. No, they're not. They're dumb. Every time I even think of that cartoon. Okay, we're just gonna. This is pissing me off, traitor. Holy crap! This show is horrible. Thank you. This show is an abomination against humanity. That it is. First off, they ruined all the characters and make them parodies of themselves. It could work, but they made the characters gigantically disrespectful interpretations of themselves, and they are nothing like the original characters. Very true. And the worst part, they brought back the original cast for this. Yeah, no, they did. This is true. Prove it. Okay, Teen Titans Go. And do that. And Teen Titans. Alright. These are the main 5, right? Raven, Cyborg, Robin, Beast Boy, and Starfire.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beast Boy, Robin, Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven. Yeah, no, it's the same. Oh, wait. This is PG. Yeah, that's PG. That's TVY 7. You can't make this stuff up, dude. Like, how is this the dumber version?
How?
This is the more serious version, and it's a lower rating than this one.
They don't make good jokes in that one. People are insecure about going to the toilet man because they think they'll end up playing Mario. That's what the show did to them.
You know what I think? I think I figured it out. You know what I think it is?
What?
I think. Tell me one time in the original Teen Titans where anything actually died. Trigon doesn't count because everyone was brought back at the end of Part 3, so nobody actually died. Just pointing that out.
No, no one died in that show. I don't think so. I mean,
people got frozen. People got knocked out. People got stuck in stone. Well, one person did anyway.
So they basically did the Batman.
There is one exception to this. Slade. He did die. He's the only character to die on the original Teen Titans. He fell into a pit of lava at the end of season 3.
Or was the Batman technique.
Season 2.
I don't kill anybody. I just put them to sleep.
Yeah, I think it was at the end of season 2.
So totally hang someone upside down for hours and kill them. Facts.
Yeah, no, season 2. At the end of season 2, he died. The animation doesn't fit the Teen Titans at all. I mean, I don't really care about the animation so much, as long as it looks decent. And it does, I won't lie. The jokes are not funny at all. And it's extremely immature in the worst ways possible. It always is. Immature humor can work. It worked for the original show, but they screwed it up here. Yeah, they did. And my final point, the creators haven't even watched the original show. The show is a streaming pile of horse shit. I'm sorry, crap. That's on me. I'm not going to twist people's words. Don't show this television show to your kids. If they wanted to make a comedy show out of the Teen Titans, that's fine, but make it funny. Couldn't agree more. Teen Titans Go, more like they need to go away and jump off a bridge. That's a little brutal there, but okay. I can get behind that. Let's see, this person that gave him 3. Okay, I can do this one. I wasn't expecting much from just hearing that the series was going to focus more on comedy. Don't get me wrong, I don't find anything wrong with comedy, but considering how comedic the original Teen Titans series was, I wasn't holding my breath on it. Living up to the original series, so I tried not to go into watching the series and compare it to the original. But it was too hard not to. First off, the artwork is horrid, but for what the series is supposed to be, I suppose it works for it. I'm definitely not a fan of this particular art style, which has been seen in other shows. It is kind of rough on the eyes, though. I will be honest. It's a little bright. What killed it the most for me is the poor quality jokes. Ignoring the fact that there is absolutely no decent storyline to the episodes. There's not really supposed to. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. It's supposed to be dumb, and I get it. It tries to be funny by making idiotic jokes and singing dumb songs that are some of the lowest quality I've ever seen in a kids' TV show in a long time. Yeah, no, definitely. I couldn't agree more with this next statement. SpongeBob's comedy and dumb songs are of way higher standard than these, and that's a low bar. That is a very low bar right there to pass.
Oh, and no!
They couldn't even come within a foot of the bar.
Oh, my arm rest just came loose.
Yeah. Yeah, no, your chair's like, stop torturing me. I mean, SpongeBob had some dumb stuff, but Cyborg and Beast Boy singing about pie like that, horrid. They said this show is to focus more on comedy with the team, but it doesn't even come close to the comedy the original series brought. Remember when Cyborg, Beast Boy, Starfire, and Raven dressed up in Robin's costumes? Yeah. No, that was interesting to say the least. That was comedy. I forgot a parenthesis there. I feel like my English teacher right now. I'm like correcting people on their shitty grammar.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there it is. There it is. I see it. The parentheses right there. Never mind. I was wrong. So they did forget a period. The only thing that doesn't make me give the series as 1 star is the fact that they have the original voice actors return for it. That's all the series has going for it as of right now. The series is very disappointing and a waste of time slot for a block dedicated to DC. I couldn't agree more with that last part. This is all talking about the first 2 episodes, and of course this person's opinion. Soap said 7, that is his opinion, or her. I can't even read anymore. I heard that there would be a new Teen Titans show coming out, and I was like, hey, the original was such a great show, maybe I should check this one out. I didn't watch it once it premiered, but I was pretty skeptical of how it would turn out. Before I even bothered watching it, it didn't look very, very promising because the design was low quality. I watched it for the first time while I was babysitting, and I wanted to throw the remote at the TV. Yeah, I want to throw my fist through my laptop when you were forcing me to watch those snippets, by the way. That's like a genuine hatred right there.
Yeah, once you were watching Chris commercials in 144p.
Oh my god,
That was cursed.
It was bad. Like, it's already cursed, and it's even more cursed because it's low quality. I watched it for the first time while I was baby. Okay, it's very awful and forgettable. Not really forgettable. I will give him that. It's not forgettable.
No,
It's
so
unforgettable
bad to
in all the
remember
wrong ways. And the characters are unlikable and annoying. Indeed, they are. Like in that one episode when Beast Boy and Cyborg said nothing but waffles.
Oh,
An
I
entire
remember that
15-minute
one.
episode, which irritated me. Okay, that irritated everybody.
That was bad. That was bad. It just said waffles. And they pretty much had absolutely no reason why.
Who
They just had
would-
waffles for breakfast and said, "Hey, you want waffles?" And they said, "Waffles," and then just went from there.
But about every episode is this way. And I would like to add that the jokes aren't funny. And I read in other reviews that Raven is a brony.
Yep.
I don't like MLP, and it drives me crazy to see it everywhere. You know, I feel like this guy's giving a little bit of extra hate because of the brony thing. I do agree. Like, at some point, where do we draw the line? Like, when did Raven have the time or the ability to watch TV?
Yeah.
Right.
I was sitting next to the mirror, worried about the
So,
impending doom of the world or something.
okay, so when she was in Azarath, she didn't have access to TV, right? Different.
Yeah.
It's a completely different pocket dimension within that universe's own dimension.
But how long would it have been since she learned how to travel through dimensions?
In the original one, she had a spell for interdimensional travel using a salt circle or sand circle. I don't know what that was, but she laid some kind of powder-like substance in a circle, and she was able to do it. And in the animated DCU, she can just open interdimensional portals with her.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, but kind of OP too. It's kind of overpowered as fuck. I think I lost some of my brain cells from being forced to watch the show for 2 hours back to back with Gumball when I babysat yesterday. I'll probably have to watch it again the next time. You know, I feel that one. I really do. So this one's, I was way too harsh on this show. It isn't that bad.
Oh man.
That's never a good sign.
Too harsh.
I'm just gonna do this one
For
with
sure. I feel bad
enthusiasm.
about her.
You know, for the last one, I'll do this one with enthusiasm and save the comments to the end. Feel free to interject, though. I'll just say it. You're wrong.
Yeah, it's not really decent. I wouldn't be that nice to him.
I mean, at best, this should be getting maybe a 3-star, I feel, personally. That's being nice.
It's survivable. It's a survivable show. You can survive after watching it.
Yeah, you're not going to want to, like, blow your brains out after you're
Yeah.
done. Only during. You know, during it, you're going to want to blow your brains out. But after, you're like, I made it. I think I got everything. I made it. Anyway, alright, we've been recording for a while. I'm going to have a lot of editing. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're getting off some of that Adobe Premiere. Ow! Foot! What did the armor just kicked me in the foot? Oh my. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh man. Next time, I think we can review the Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. I think we can review that movie next time. Instead of just reading shitty reviews that piss me off. And probably pissing everyone else off because of my non-stop dialogue of how much I hate this.
Yes.
In the most non-objective way possible. Yeah, so I guess it's set in stone now. Next time we do something like this, we're gonna be doing a review of Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. Or
We gotta both of these.
yeah,
Because all of a sudden everything goes nuts.
the only good thing about that movie was yeah, there was no good part of that movie.
Well, the artwork maybe.
There were like
Sometimes.
I could count the amount of good jokes on one hand. At least I can count them. I
No,
guess.
there
but-
was some decent artwork in that movie. I have to admit. I gotta give you those credit. It's pretty good.
I will be pointing out all the differences between the original Teen Titans and the original Teen Titans that they bring into that movie, and point out all the individual differences of everything they did wrong. I guess we'll do that one next. Yeah, that's about it.